Oregon is going to the Final Four.
The following is a Learfield presentation of the Oregon Sports Network.
And Oregon is going to play in the national championship game.
Big Ten champions. Big Ten champs.
National champions, yes.
Oklahoma City bound the Oregon Ducks.
Awesome day to be a Duck, man.
Boom inside. Touchdown Oregon. He gets loose. Fires. Hit. Pops the three. Oh, yeah. It's all Oregon.
This is Duck Insider. Duck Insider.
It's about how to be a group of people that know how to love each other to the absolute fullest.
Pleasure, joy to be with them each and every day. And I can't wait for the future.
It's just fun to be a part of a community that cares, that is passionate, and when we come together, powerful things can happen.
This is Duck Insider on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield, presented by OnPoint Community Credit Union. People are the point. Now let's go live to the Country Financial Studio to talk Oregon Duck athletics.
It is a Friday, which means it's another game day eve here in the Country Financial Studio. It's Duck Insider, brought to you by OnPoint Community Credit Union. Ryan Milano with you, holding down the fort, but don't worry. I know that Fridays on game days, you expect Jerry and Jorgy and Joey to make their picks. That will happen. That will be most of the show today. The guys are in Chicago. Before they left, they filmed and recorded their picks for this weekend in the Big Ten. Also breaking down the matchup between Oregon and Northwestern that'll take place at 9 a.m. tomorrow, an early morning wake-up. And they will be on the air at 7 a.m. Pacific time. It'll be a noon local, or it will be a big noon kickoff for the opening slate of college football games tomorrow, which means here on the West Coast, it is a 9 a.m. kick, televised on Fox, but of course, you can always get it on the Oregon Sports Network. And if you do happen to be traveling to Chicago and you're going to the game in Evanston, Illinois, remember, try out our zero latency feed at goducks.com/in-venue audio, where you can listen to Jerry and Jorgy in live time. We're testing it out. We've tested it at Autzen. We're trying now to test it on the road. It's only for if you are going to be in the venue. Some more things around Oregon athletics before we get into the preview of that football matchup. Oregon volleyball, they were in action yesterday, and Trent Kirsten's squad actually suffered their first loss of the season against San Diego State. A 5-set, 3-2 loss against San Diego State, in which Oregon and San Diego State were battling in pretty much every set. Ultimately, it came down to the wire, and the Southern California team took the win in Southern California. It was not televised yesterday, but Oregon's match tonight will be. The Ducks will try to avenge that first loss of the season. The Ducks are now 5-1. They will be going up against Long Beach State. ESPN Plus will have the broadcast tonight at 7 p.m. of Oregon versus Long Beach State. Also, over the weekend will be the start of the Track and Field World Championships. There will be some Ducks involved in those World Championships, 6 of which were on the roster for Oregon cross country or track and field last season. Oregon overall will have 15 Ducks that will be traveling to Tokyo in this year's Track and Field World Championships, coming over the next about week or so, from September 13th to September 21st. So make sure, it's probably the biggest track meet of the year. Cheer on your Ducks. Make sure to tune in. Watch Oregon hopefully take home some more World Championship gold medals. Also, housekeeping for the weekend, Oregon soccer will be in action. They will be going on the road. They will start Big Ten play as well as football is starting Big Ten play. Against UCLA will be the matchup for Oregon soccer down in Los Angeles on Saturday at 6 o'clock on Big Ten Plus. And then, of course, Oregon football tomorrow, 9 a.m. against Northwestern, opening up Big Ten Conference play. Also, the first road matchup of the year. A lot to break down in this matchup. Got to sneak in a quick timeout, and then Jerry, Jorgy, Joey, they're breaking down Oregon as they travel into conference play when we return on Duck Insider on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
As a local community credit union founded by teachers, OnPoint is committed to supporting the students and faculty at the University of Oregon. And on game day, we're right there with you, on the field, in the bleachers, and in the classrooms. Drop by one of your local branches today and discover the many ways OnPoint can help support your financial well-being. OnPoint Community Credit Union. People are the point. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing opportunity.
We know you turn to the Duck Store for all your game day needs. And for students at the University of Oregon, it's even more. Class supplies, jobs, a seat on our board, a place to take a quick coffee break. Because we're your student-first, non-profit college store, every purchase you make directly supports the very community we serve. From working in our counters to studying in the classroom, from directing our stores to cheering in the stands, the people we serve, the students, are the very people who are the Duck Store.
This is Duck Insider. Duck Insider on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
You took the first step and quit smoking, but even former smokers may still be at risk for lung cancer. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know about a new low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early. It takes only 60 seconds and could save your life. You took the first step, now take the next. Visit SaveByTheScan.org for a simple quiz to see if you're eligible and talk to your doctor about screening. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
In sitcoms, when someone has a problem, they just blurt it out and move on.
Well, I lost my job and my parakeet is missing. How was your day?
But the real world is different. Managing life's challenges can be overwhelming. So, what do? We get support. The Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council have mental health resources available for you at loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. See how much further you can go when you take care of your mental health.
Back inside the Country Financial Studio, it's Duck Insider, brought to you by OnPoint Community Credit Union, live inside the 1 o'clock hour. Question on YouTube: will the in-venue feed be available in Rutgers, in New Jersey? That's the plan. The plan is that we get to the point where we're able to roll it out and have it at every single game that Oregon goes to. We're going to continue to test it over this initial season, but that is the plan. Make sure to tune into Duck Insider for that week leading up to that game against Rutgers if you are planning on going to that game. Really, for any of the road games this season, we will have it. The plan is to have it for all of the home games and hopefully all of the road games as well, as we continue to test and make adjustments to how to best make the in-venue zero latency feed work for everybody and work to its best capacity. So the plan is, as of now, yes, but make sure to tune into Duck Insider for some updates on that as well. The game against Northwestern, 9 a.m., televised on Fox, and of course you can listen on the Oregon Sports Network, starting with a 7 a.m. pregame. Earlier in the week, Jerry, Jorgy, Joey, they made their picks. They previewed the matchup. Here is the guys as they break down what Oregon is in store for when they travel to Chicago.
As we speak, the three of us are probably sitting in either the hotel or the temporary press box of Northwestern, but we thought, well, we're going to be on the road setting up, and it's a travel week. Might as well do some picks still on a Friday.
Heck yes.
All right, so since it's our first road game, I know you guys are going to be sad that one John Sargent is not going to bring in some food to test, any hots and concessions. But I thought, let's keep the vibe going and the spirits high. Jorgy, I don't have anything.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
I'm looking. Yeah,
I was too.
No,
What's he got?
Okay, so I got a very hard-hitting question on the show this week. So before we talk Oregon Northwestern and we make picks, I need to know something. Chicago, I've never been there. I've only ever been through the airport. It doesn't count when you've only been to the airport, right?
No.
Like, you have to leave the airport to say I've been to a place. Okay, so I've never been to Chicago. But the last few times that I've been through O'Hare, I've always thought, well, do you go with the deep dish pizza or do you go with the Chicago dog, the Chicago type of hot dog? So there's my food question for you guys for the day is, what are we going to have to get in Chicago? What am I going to have to get in Chicago? You go deep dish pizza or do you go with the Chicago dog?
We're there 2 nights.
Okay, I'm just saying. Okay, I'm just saying.
I kind of forgot about that. Are you a Joey Chestnut fan?
Yes.
Okay, then do the dogs both nights is what I would do if I'm you.
Man.
So.
I don't know if I could pass up the pizza for one night. Yeah,
I agree.
So
I was just looking at my phone when we had the event out here before the season started. Somebody gave me the name of a pizza parlor that we got to go to.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. I remember that.
A gentleman from Chicago.
Yeah.
This is good.
Not too far from the stadium.
This is good.
Depends on where we're staying versus the stadium.
This is good.
Okay.
All right.
So, first night we're there, pizza. Fuel up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Second night we're there, dog. Tune into the pregame show tomorrow at 7 a.m. Pacific time to see what we came up with.
And then tune in to the pregame show on Saturday to see how we are all feeling all of that food.
Yeah, that's right. I got a message from somebody during our last football broadcast, by the way, that I did not tell you guys about. But it was basically just the animated version of somebody opening up a Tums container and pouring them out. And I thought, like, wait, what did we say on the broadcast? I couldn't place it. Like, yeah, you guys understand. Like, I see the messages sometimes way later and I'm like,
time together.
What were we talking about? So I asked my buddy, and he said, well, you guys talked about Northwestern. I was getting you ready for what's to come with being on the road in Chicago.
Okay.
So this has been building
way
now.
out front of us.
Yeah, this has been building now.
Interesting.
Oregon Northwestern. It's Big Ten Conference opener. Can't take anybody lightly.
No, I mean, Oregon's, let's say it, got a target on your back. I don't like to use that analogy because it just doesn't sound right. But the point is, Oregon is somebody that everybody wants to beat. Okay, you're a top 4 team now, and you're going to make somebody's day if they can get to you. So you got to be ready for everybody. And Jorgy, Northwestern, I don't know what. It's too early in the season to say that they're good, bad, or indifferent.
Yeah, I mean, it really is. You look at the way that they played in the first game. You wouldn't say Northwestern looked very good. Played pretty good last week. So all of a sudden they're 1-1. You have a morning game in a new venue, a different venue than you're used to. Not their regular stadium that they play in, not the new stadium that's being built right now, which is going to be fantastic. Can't wait to hopefully see that one day. But you have just little anomalies of what would be a normal day, the travel that goes with it, all those little things right now that Oregon's having to prepare for, think about before they take on Northwestern. And, Jerry, I don't know about you, Joey. It's not my first trip to Chicago, but, anything in relation to Oregon Northwestern, my first time.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
There's been so much talk about the 9 a.m. games for West Coast teams, and, I get it. There's a lot of moving parts with that we won't get into, or at least don't have time to get into on the show today. But here's my question, guys. Certainly it's a factor. It's different. It's abnormal. But also the Ducks are practicing in the morning. Games are different. You've got a longer build-up time to get ready and be ready at 9 a.m. But I don't know. I feel like there's a lot made of it, but if you approach it in the way of, hey, you're already practicing in the morning, it's just time to play football. That's how I feel. I don't know. This is just my opinion. I think a lot's made of it, and it doesn't have to be that big of a deal.
No, I mean, right. Right now they're practicing at 9 a.m. in the morning here on the West Coast. It's going to be 9 a.m. when the game starts. But the guys don't just show up at 9 a.m. here and start practice. No, they're here at 6 in the morning to eat. Some guys do lifting and then meetings. So they're preparing for this 9 a.m. game 2 or 3 hours before they even go out to practice here at Autzen Stadium. So, Jorgy, I
genuinely
nothing
don't know.
To it to me.
I don't.
Nothing.
They're just so resilient because they're young.
Well, that's the other big factor.
I don't know. I mean, I don't like getting up early. I've always said I'm not a morning person. I don't know how you did morning shows for as long as you did, Jerry. Like, I am not a morning person. But it doesn't – to me, this isn't that abnormal.
No, it's just not.
I just think too big of a deal can be made of it.
Right.
And the more it gets talked about, maybe it sneaks into some people's heads. But I think this coaching staff does such a good job of squashing that theory that, you got to get up. Oh, you haven't adjusted. You're still on West Coast time. You're getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go to the stadium at 7 o'clock. Doesn't matter.
Let me ask you this. I think that it's harder to wait around all day and play at 8 p.m. than it is to get up and just roll and go. That's how I feel as an athlete.
I don't like that waiting all day stuff.
Yeah. I don't know. How did you feel when you played?
I don't remember.
He slept until noon every day.
I got no clue. I just think too big of a deal is made out of it. You just went with it. You didn't think about it.
Right. Hey, everybody gets to, on the West Coast, you're going to get up, enjoy your coffee and bacon and eggs and whatever else you can fit into your breakfast. Maybe you're going to have leftover deep dish pizza for breakfast. We'll be on the air at 7 o'clock getting you ready for it.
If you're prepared as they have prepared for the first two games and are preparing for this game, they will be prepared.
Yeah. Now, I mentioned Northwestern, and we talked about this a little bit, guys, but one of the – and I should actually say before we move on from that subject, like, I loved – Ify Obadegu just straight up said this week, like, the DBs have just been getting up early while we're at home.
Right.
You know, like, all right. Like, I like it. So, anyway, in terms of this game, I think a lot's been made of Oregon's offense. One of the themes from Coach Lanning has been consistent improvement. There's still things to improve on offensively. There's that growth mindset that this team always talks about. One thing that does stick out to me, though, is how fast Oregon has started, how fast Oregon has scored. Coach Lanning said this week that they've really liked their openers, and Oregon's record has been really good when they score first. I like taking the ball on offense and going. It's worked for this Duck team.
Yeah, I thought, I mean, that question was him. You took the ball when you won the flip of the coin, when normally you're going to defer, put your defense out there first, take their offense down, and then you get the – but they wanted the ball because I think they're so confident in their offense that they're going to put you in a hole right away, and that's exactly what they did last week.
Yeah, I really think this team, again, is prepared, whether they come out and score the first drive or not. They're prepared for the game, because that is going to happen sometime during the season, whether it's game 3, whether it's game 6, whether it's whatever it's going to be. Sometime they're going to get the ball to begin the game and not going to score. Sometimes they're going to go on defense, make the hole, get the ball back, and not going to score. It's going to happen. But in those first two games, they scored so many points so quick that their opponent never had a chance to really even take a breath. And when you can do that to teams, it's scary. And frankly, when you can do it to other teams, if you're able to do it with a Northwestern or Oregon State when they come to town, it just breaks their will right off the bat.
David Braun's been very complimentary of Oregon in a lot of ways, Northwestern head coach. And one of the things that he's talked about, too, is like Oregon's defense now, to talk about that, has been rushing the passer, very complimentary of Oregon's edges. The Duck defense has been stout, and it's been deep this year.
Well, you know, I want to get overly excited about this team and how good they are, how good they could be, what the season could be. But we talked about, you know, opponents, and too early in the season to tell how they are. I don't want to get too far ahead of Oregon. They played two teams that were, you know, not expected to be very good, and they weren't. So what do we really know? What do we have really learned? Do we really have all that depth? Is everybody that good? I don't think it's fair to jump in and say this is the end all. They're going to win 13 games and go all the way. It's still too early to say that. So I'm trying to pump the brakes a little bit. Okay,
they've done what they're supposed to do to two teams like that.
Exactly.
That's true, and you know, and that is why you hear things like, well, it looks good, but the offense can still be better. Like Coach alluded to the penalties, something that we talked about after the game on Saturday. Like, you do need to clean things up always.
Yeah, things that we don't see. Missed blocking assignments. A great block. Everybody's talking about it, but it was the wrong block. You know, wrong guy. Wrong routes. Just little things that could make you better. And we look at the big picture. They look at every little slice of the picture, Jorgy. And that's. And I'll tell you, I'm pretty excited about this team. Just from what we've seen, just the little bit that we've seen is like pretty encouraging.
Yeah, they've been sharp. That's what I've liked about it. They've been sharp. They've been prepared. What they prepared to execute, they've come out and executed. And again, we've seen a lot of times, not always, but we've seen a lot of times in the past where they may come out and sputter a little bit and people get a little uncomfortable, and then Oregon puts together 3 or 4 drives, and all of a sudden they've got a 21-point lead, and then the opponent kind of creeps back in before they take it out to the lead. And yet the expectation sometimes is that you're going to come out and pound right off the bat, and you're going to pull away, and you're not going to allow the other team to score. It doesn't always work out that way. But the last 2 games, that's the way it has worked out. They've jumped on them. They've scored a ton of points in the first half. They haven't taken their foot off the gas pedal to start the second half, and they've played hard on defense and offense all the way to the end of the game with a lot of guys getting playing time. So I like what I see, but there's a long ways to go for this team.
And as Coach Lanning said, you know, he thought that the punters might hit the transfer portal. And
that was very funny.
Didn't get a punt in the first 2 weeks. So there you go. Any keys to the game? Any final thoughts? Anything we didn't cover?
No, I'd always say, I think we all agree, Oregon's just going to play their game. Be Oregon. Play Oregon football, all right? Just do what you do. Do it as well as you've been coached to do it, and let the chips fall.
Yeah, the incredible balance that they've had on offense and passing and running the ball offensively has been it's just been incredible how the numbers have almost been exactly the same 2 games in a row.
Yeah.
The ability to have that balance really keeps another team completely off balance and able to do anything against them. And I think the ability to run the ball, run the freaking ball, and
first
everything.
time this year.
Everything will be just fine.
Yeah.
Week 3. Wow.
Yeah.
That was great.
You
have to run the ball.
The other part of this football team is that we've seen it in 2 games now. Normally you get this drop-off when you start bringing the bench in. We're not seeing that drop-off. And I think that's a result of the way they've been practicing, guys mixing with what we call first, second, third teams. There's a lot of it's impressive.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
There's Oregon Northwestern.
That's the breakdown of the game. Big Ten picks when we return after this. Duck Inside on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Dear Truckin' Awesome, Toyota Tundra's got heart-pounding horsepower. Tacoma is one rugged ride, and the 4Runner is tough as nails. Truck yeah. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
As a local community credit union founded by teachers, OnPoint is committed to supporting the students and faculty at the University of Oregon. And on game day, we're right there with you, on the field, in the bleachers, and in the classrooms. Drop by one of your local branches today and discover the many ways OnPoint can help support your financial well-being. OnPoint Community Credit Union. People are the point. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing opportunity.
Dear Truckin' Awesome, Toyota Tundra's got heart-pounding horsepower. Tacoma is one rugged ride, and the 4Runner is tough as nails. Truck yeah. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Your daily dose of Oregon athletics. This is Duck Insider from Learfield.
Snakes, zombies, sharks, heights, speaking in public. The list of fears is endless. But while you're clutching your blanket in the dark, wondering if that sound in the hall was actually a footstep, the real danger is in your hand, when you're behind the wheel. And while you might think a great white shark is scary, what's really terrifying and even deadly is distracted driving. Eyes forward, don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
My name is Ariel. I moved to the U.S. at 19. I spoke no English and I struggled finding job opportunities. Everything I have, I owe to the Adult Literacy Center and getting my high school diploma at age 22.
It was an honor helping you achieve your greatness. Now you're helping others achieve theirs. It inspires me.
When you graduate, they graduate. Find free and supportive adult education centers near you at finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Back inside the Country Financial Studio, it's Duck Insider, brought to you by OnPoint Community Credit Union. We just got the breakdown of the game. Now the guys are making picks, and you know when you get the 3 of them in a room, Jerry, Jorgy, Joey, things are always bound to get just a little wacky.
Time to make some picks. All right. Now, congratulations are in order, Jorgy. Not for you, but unfortunately we have
2 weeks in a row has he gone undefeated?
We have to make a point. Yeah, that's right.
Thank you.
That's right.
Oh,
jeez.
Nice throw.
Right in the top, right there.
Right on the noggin. Right on the
2 weeks in a row.
So
he's, what, 33-0 on his last 33?
34.
Oh, my God.
So, but first of all, we never had a perfect first week ever in picks, and we've never had a perfect first 2 weeks in picks. We've had a perfect week 2 before. We have had some perfect week 2s.
But how many of you guys missed?
Jorgy and I are 32-2.
Yeah.
We're 2 down.
I mean, that's
and we're
crazy.
In a distant,
We're 2 down.
distant second place. Yeah, how about that?
Isn't that crazy?
Which one did we lose again?
UCLA.
Oh.
We
took UCLA?
We went with the Big Ten Conference. Now, here's what
UNLV tried to give it away. They tried to give it away.
Here, though, is what I will say. The coin is picking at 53%. So let's go coin.
Just average. Johnny Average is doing what he's supposed to do.
Just throw it in the ice bath. It's right there. You know?
Let's go coin. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, it really is remarkable. A perfect first 2 weeks for Jerry. And it is very rare. I've had back-to-back perfect weeks 3 times. Jerry has had back-to-back perfect weeks twice, and Jorgy has had back-to-back perfect weeks twice in the history of picks. So my question for you, sir, is can you make it 3 in a row?
34-0. And I think just based on the way the games line up, I think you got a chance.
That's what I'm saying.
You got a chance.
It's very possible.
I'm just going to quit while I'm ahead. I'll see you guys next week.
It's so possible. And as you guys, and here's what's amazing. As you guys can imagine, the weeks where we've had like consistent perfect weeks, it's been like 5 games and like 6 games, 4 games.
Yeah.
Not 32.
Yeah, the rate
not 34.
at which you've done it is
there haven't been many upsets in those 2 weeks of the picks.
Look, hey, you play the games for a reason, right?
I mean, there's been mismatches.
Yeah. No doubt.
So that always helps all of us out.
Yeah.
But when it's come down to the tough games to pick,
he's gotten them.
You've gotten them.
Yeah. So
it's a long season, baby.
It's a long season.
Long season.
But because you've been so good and the coin is picking above 50%, there's the coin for you, buddy. Picks 3:30 on Big Ten Network tonight. Indiana State at 2-0 visits number 22 Indiana in what is an in-state rivalry. Yeah. Jerry Allen, your first pick.
Okay. One of the Indianas will definitely win. Okay. I'm just going there.
Throw it again.
No. Only Indiana.
I also have Indiana.
You think?
I thought maybe you guys would run with the rivalry question, but no.
The way you presented it?
No.
Maybe basketball, but not football.
Okay, who are you picking?
Indiana State could get them sometimes in basketball.
Yeah.
You're going Indiana there, Jorgy?
Yes.
Okay, and the coin, Indiana.
The home team
Good pick.
for the
There we go.
coin.
All right.
Indiana, the pick. All right. Then New Mexico visits UCLA at 7 o'clock on Big Ten Network.
There we go. Me?
You. I think this is the 3rd toughest game of the week.
Yeah, this is not nearly as tough as you think it is. New Mexico is on their 3rd coach in 3 years, and more than half their team left with their old coach last year.
Yeah.
They're in disarray. If UCLA can't win this game, they could go over. UCLA.
Yeah.
You going to gamble?
No, UCLA.
Oh, yeah. Listen,
look, UCLA has to win this game.
Yeah, they will.
If New Mexico hadn't had their quarterback transfer to Utah, then maybe they have a chance. Maybe. Because they gave Washington State trouble last year when they – I guess they're on the road, though, at the Rose Bowl, aren't they? Okay. I mean, I'm taking UCLA, so I was just trying to say, maybe.
Oh, that's funny.
New Mexico.
Let's go coin. Make a pick.
Wow.
Let's go coin. All right, we got a slew of 9 a.m. games, of course. Oregon and Northwestern are on Fox. Big Noon Kickoff's going to be there. 9 a.m. on ABC is an intriguing game, fellas. Wisconsin 2-0. Alabama still number 19 in the polls after that opening loss to Florida State, 31-17. They did exercise some demons, take out some frustrations with a 73-0 win last week. Does Wisconsin make it interesting at Alabama?
Well, they could make it interesting. Doesn't mean they're going to win the game. I just think that Alabama is still trying to exercise some demons from that opening game. I think they've got a chip on their shoulder. They know people are kind of looking and laughing at them. And I think that being at home particularly is going to help that too. I don't think Wisconsin can go on the road to Alabama and get that game. I'm going Alabama.
Okay, I agree. I really wish this game was at Wisconsin.
Oh, yes.
Because then I think, I could see Oregon experienced it a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, I could see that being interesting. I'm also going to take Alabama. I hope Wisconsin makes it a good game.
I do too.
I don't think Wisconsin can score.
I don't think they can either. But
that's the problem in this game. I mean, along with being on the road.
Win it 17-10. Maybe 13-10.
They're not going to score, and they can't hold. They're not going to hold Alabama to 10 points or 13 points. So, anyhow, Alabama.
Odds makers think
beats them bad.
Total of 46.5 points in the game.
Ooh.
Low.
That's pretty low. Well, that wasn't a flip. Come on. There we go. Gee. Oh. Poor coin.
Look, maybe the coin's going to shock the world.
Maybe knows
this
something,
week.
right?
Wisconsin.
Maybe the coin's going to shock the world this week. Also at 9 a.m., Central Michigan visits number 23, Michigan. 9 a.m. on the Big Ten Network. Not a long travel trek for Central Michigan here.
I'm not sure the Chippewas have enough to go. No, Michigan. Come on, I'm not even going to get into it.
Yeah. I agree.
I agree.
Michigan's going to get it done. Central Michigan's got a fill-in coach. It sounds like. So, coin's going with Central.
Yeah, Central Michigan.
Let's go.
Coin could be under 50% after this week.
Look, but the coin here. Let me pull it up. The coin's career record heading into this year. 52.22%.
Oh, that's okay. It's right on.
It's really amazing.
It is, yeah.
It is.
Yeah. Yep.
Now
it is.
Now there's a few, I should admit, there are a few guest pickers in there that have maybe aided the coin, so perhaps it's
closer to perfectly
50 than we think.
That's crazy.
But yeah, pretty amazing. Also 9 a.m., Fox Sports 1's got Houston Christian against Nebraska. Oh, boy.
Nebraska could score 70 points. I mean, this is not going to be close. I'm not even going to pick it.
I think
Jerry's perfect picks are continuing
Yes.
with that game right there.
Yes. Okay. Look, Indiana State could shock the world.
No, they won't.
Whoa. Nebraska.
The home team.
Coin's getting back into it.
Home
Okay.
team gets a pick.
All right.
9 a.m. on Peacock. Towson 2-0. Visiting Maryland. Also 2-0.
Go Tigers. Go home without a win.
Oh, man. Ouch.
Yeah. I'm trying to. I'm just having fun. No.
Yeah, no.
Maryland.
Yeah.
Maryland. Coin.
Oh, jeez.
Coin's having a rough week.
Towson's
the pick for the coin.
Okay.
All right. We continue on with the 12:30 window on Fox Sports 1. Villanova 1-0, visiting Penn State. Yikes.
It's an FCS team against one of the best teams in the nation.
Yep.
Penn State.
In basketball, you might say something different, huh?
Definitely.
Villanova might win this game.
Yeah,
in basketball.
in basketball,
Yeah.
I would
I agree.
Very much so.
I would pick them, yeah.
Yeah. Coin?
Oh, my gosh.
Yikes.
Wow.
Either
it's going to be really good.
You've got a lot of
bad.
tails.
No, I'm not catching it.
No, you've done a lot of tails.
Sorry, Coin, I really am.
12:30 on CBS and Paramount Plus. USC 2-0, visiting Purdue 2-0. Do you think about it?
No. USC.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
You don't think it's closer than, let's see, odds makers have it at 3 touchdowns. You think it's closer than that?
No.
I think they win by more.
I think USC is good this year.
I think USC wins by a few scores.
Okay.
USC.
Come on, Coin.
Let's go, USC.
Yes.
Purdue. That's the home team. It's at Purdue.
You guys are starting to feel sorry. You guys are staring to feel sorry for the coin.
You're like, yes.
The coin took Purdue.
Yes.
Oh no. Could be a really bad. This could get the coin back to 50% all time this week.
Maybe. Shoot, one thing I don't know. I don't know if the coin's ever had a winless week. We know Jorgy's had a winless week. Oh,
we don't need to.
Here we go. Here we go. In 2014, in Week 13, the coin was over. So
the coin was very young then.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
The coin has
immature flippers.
The coin has at least 1 week all time of probably more than that of bad picks.
Okay.
Cool. 12:30 also on Big Ten Network. Norfolk State visits Rutgers.
I know this is an FCS school against a Big Ten school, but that's at Rutgers, and Rutgers not a bad football team. I don't know why I'm going to pick them other than that they deserve to win. They should win. I'm going to pick Rutgers.
They've got 2 wins over teams from the state of Ohio. I don't know that they would get a win over the Ohio State team, but I think Rutgers should win the game.
They should.
3-0.
They're better.
Yeah,
they're a better team.
Okay, come on, coin. The visitor.
Wow. This is a rough week for the coin. Rough week for the coin. Okay, moving. Oh, no, one more game on Big Ten Network at 12:30. Youngstown State against Michigan State. A lot of FCS, FBS matchups in the Big Ten this week.
I wanted to pick Youngstown State because of their mascot. You know what they are? They're the Penguins.
Oh, yeah!
How can't you?
Oh,
go ahead,
boy.
Jerry.
You should do it.
No. There's no chance. Michigan State all the way.
Michigan State looked pretty good last week. I mean, Boston College looked pretty good too, but for them to pull that win out, that was a good win for Sparty. So
Michigan State moving to 3-0.
Same here.
I don't even want to flip it going.
Let's go. Let's go, Penguins. Yes! That's awesome.
Oh, my gosh.
That's outstanding.
Oh, my gosh.
Way to go, Coin.
I kind of want to pick the Penguins, too. I think that Scott, I think you want me to pick the Penguins. Yeah, Scotty wants – I just think that'd be fun. One of the best mascot names, I think, in all of sports. Things continue to get a little crazy when we return back to the Country Financial Studio after this on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
As a local community credit union founded by teachers, OnPoint is committed to supporting the students and faculty at the University of Oregon. And on game day, we're right there with you, on the field, in the bleachers, and in the classrooms. Drop by one of your local branches today and discover the many ways OnPoint can help support your financial well-being. OnPoint Community Credit Union. People are the point. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing opportunity.
When life blindsides you with an injury, you need a team that's tough. For over 30 years, Morgan & Morgan has been fighting for the people. This season, we're proud to partner with Oregon Athletics. Because whether it's on the field or in the courtroom, we're both determined to do what it takes to win. Morgan & Morgan, proud partner of Oregon Athletics. Injured? Dial pound law. Morgan & Morgan, 10150 Southwest 6th Avenue, Portland. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
You're listening to Duck Insider. Duck Insider on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Adoption of teens from foster care is a topic not enough people know about, and we're here to change that. I'm April Dinwiddie, host of the new podcast, Navigating Adoption, presented by Adopt US Kids. Each episode brings you compelling real-life adoption stories told by the families that live them with commentary from experts. Visit adoptuskids.org/podcast or subscribe to Navigating Adoption, presented by Adopt US Kids. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Administration for Children and Families and the Ad Council.
My mom has taken up going to the park to practice yoga.
My dad's going to a club, but not a book club, a salsa club.
Finding new hobbies comes with age.
My mom has started getting lost and not knowing where she's going.
Becoming lost or disoriented doesn't. Confusion with time or place may be a sign of Alzheimer's. An early diagnosis can help improve the quality of life for your loved one. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
We're back inside the Country Financial Studio. It's Duck Insider, brought to you by OnPoint Community Credit Union. On YouTube, Adrian says there's no chance for them against Michigan State, but yes, the Penguins is a cool mascot, pun intended. I think that fits perfectly with what we're going for here on a Friday. More picks continue. The chaos reigns on. Here we go.
All right, talking about teams from Ohio, 4 o'clock on Peacock. Ohio at 1-1, the aforementioned loss to Rutgers to open the season. Only by 2 points, though. Bobcats were in that game against number 1 Ohio State. In another cross-state rivalry?
Who was Ohio's victory over?
Good question.
It was another
Survey
FCS team.
says
It was
West Virginia.
West
Oh, was
Virginia.
Was it really?
Yeah, 17-10.
Yeah, how about that?
Wow.
I was listening.
Okay.
The reason why I asked is I was listening to a radio show that he was talking about, and they were talking to the Ohio coach, and that was a big win for them.
Yeah,
I could go up 3-0. I'm going to go Ohio State on this one.
That was tricky, man.
He was starting to punch it in. He was putting it in the computer.
You knew.
Oh, I knew. I already wrote OSU
for everybody.
You know.
Okay.
I like Ohio State too. You know, here's what I'll say though. Like, there's so many of these mismatch games. One of these has got to end up being close, right?
App State?
There's always one.
Michigan?
There's always one that's closer than it's supposed to be. Maybe it's this. I don't know. What do you think? Flip the coin. Bobcats. Yes!
This is crazy.
Ohio.
Oh, poor coin.
Ohio.
The only time it was heads, it was for the wrong team.
No, it picked Indiana.
Oh, did it?
Yeah,
okay.
Coin picked Indiana.
Okay.
I spelled Indiana wrong, though, in my spreadsheet, but it picked Indiana.
Indiana Jones.
It also took Nebraska. So
okay.
The coin will be all right. Maybe. Yikes. Western Michigan. 0-2.
Not going to go winless.
Well, I mean, you never know. Western Michigan, sitting at 0-2, visits number 9 ranked now, Illinois, at 2-0 in Champaign.
They looked good last
4 o'clock on Fox Sports 1.
Easy. Let's go. Illinois.
Yeah, Illinois did. Illinois did look good last week.
Yeah,
45-19.
I thought that game was going to be a little closer, and
it
was somewhat at halftime, and then they just pulled away the second half.
Yeah, smoked them. So that's it.
You going Illinois? Yeah,
I am. Yes.
Illinois.
Oh, okay.
Whoop. Western Michigan.
Heads.
Got Illinois. Illinois with the pick. All right.
Saved itself.
4:30 on the Big Ten Network. Massachusetts at 0-2. UMass visiting Iowa. I think Iowa may very well take out some rivalry frustrations in this one.
Yeah, a little bit like maybe a little like Alabama. This is not who we are.
Yeah.
We're going to show you who we are. Up against UMass Minutemen, and it only take a minute or more for Iowa to finish this one up. So.
Yeah, I don't know that UMass scores.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's.
But I just want to see. No, I don't necessarily want to see, but Iowa hasn't thrown for 100 yards in a game yet.
That's amazing.
I mean, that's just crazy how you can be in that particular.
So in a game like this, one would think you got to be able to throw the ball.
Oh, I mean, you try. I mean, I would force feed the pass game just to try to build some confidence, and obviously you don't want to turn a ball over and all of a sudden have UMass kind of hanging around type of situation. But no, I mean, I was going to win the game, but I just can't believe. There must be something in the water there from an offense standpoint that just doesn't allow quarterbacks to succeed, to excel. So
tight ends sure do.
They do, and the defense is just fantastic. It keeps them in every game.
Yeah.
Every game.
Coin.
Iowa State's a good team, and they had to kick a last-second field goal again to win. So,
right.
I don't want to flip the coin.
It's going to be okay.
There you
Heads.
go. Iowa.
Okay.
All right. The evening game will be an interesting one. We might get home in time to watch the end.
Yeah, we may get to see that game.
We might get to. So, 7:30 on ESPN. Minnesota visits Cal. Both teams at 2-0. The Golden Gophers with a 23-10 win against Buffalo and a 66-0 win last week. At Oregon State, Cal won 34-15, and then against Texas Southern won 35-3 last week. I don't know that either team has really been super tested, but that being said, two teams that this might be kind of a prove-it game to move to 3-0. I think this is a tough pick this week.
I do too. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna
defer.
Yeah.
Boy, I tell you, everyone will really laugh at this, especially the two of you. Cal was the bane of my Pac-12 existence.
Yes.
I could not bring myself to.
It was like an automatic loss for you every week.
Oh my gosh! In 2023, I was 0-12 picking Cal. 0-12. To put that in context, everybody, I only lost to Jerry in picks that year by 2.
Never pick
him
again.
I'll
never pick him again. I'll never pick him again. I'll never pick him again.
You're telling me you're not going to pick Cal tonight?
No, I'm telling you, whatever I pick, you should take the opposite. I just every time. So I did not have the gumption to go back and figure out exactly what my record is picking Cal, but let's just say it is well worse than the Coins' career record. I am terrible at picking Cal.
So you're taking Cal.
I'm taking Cal.
Hey! With all that.
Honestly, I think that it's safe to say that based on everything that we've all followed, the quarterback at Cal is pretty talented. I think it's safe to say that Oregon fans alone would agree with that the talent is there. Tough to win as a freshman, tough to do that. I think it's a low-scoring game. I'm taking the home team. Go with the home team. Going with Cal.
Okay.
So
on
Jerry
the road, I would probably do the opposite of what he's doing.
Right.
But for all the reasons that Joey just talked about, and I think a pretty good freshman, I wouldn't say a star yet, but at home, it's going to be a decent crowd because everybody's going to be a little bit curious about the new kid on the block. And Minnesota's a good, solid team. There's no doubt about it. Last year, I would have said if Cal was playing last year's Minnesota team, I'd probably take Minnesota because Minnesota just was lights out on defense in particular last year. Very good team. This year, 2-0. Nobody knows yet. Cal 2-0. Nobody knows yet. But I think because Cal's at home and they were a former Pac-12 member like the Ducks, I'm taking them that way too. And their head coach.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's easy for Oregon fans to root for Justin Wilcox.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You got one to kind of gamble with here, Jerry, because you got a 2-game lead.
Oh, yeah. I already know what I'm going to do. I knew what I was going to say.
He knew.
Tails.
Minnesota is the pick for the coin. What do you think, Jerry?
Well, Northwest State was the opponent for Minnesota last week. And if I read the numbers right, they gave up a total of 42 yards to Northwest State. That's it for the game, 42 yards. So Minnesota's defense, I think they're the difference. Cal quarterback.
Sagapuatelli?
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say.
Done.
So,
he's
where's Northwest State located? Do you know?
It's in the Northwest.
I don't either.
Do not throw the flag again. No.
I've never heard of them.
They're the Demons.
They're the Demons. Where does it say where they're from?
Louisiana.
Okay. No, I just think
Northwest.
I just think Minnesota's defense will be the difference in this game, and they're gonna bring pressure. They're gonna be, and I know it's at Cal, but I'm looking forward to being undefeated for the year. 3-game lead. Okay.
See, he's got a 2-game lead and he can gamble with it right now.
Minnesota.
Yeah,
look at that.
I really do think they'll win. I'm not. To me, this is not a gamble. Not a gamble.
I think it's just going to be a really good game.
I think it will be too.
Odds makers have Minnesota as a less than a field goal favorite. That's going to be a good game.
You're taking the favorite.
Low scoring game too. Odds makers also say
less than 50,
42.5.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
first team to 22 wins.
Well, Cal struggled at the beginning of last week's game. I mean, it wasn't 35-3 is what it ended up, but they were trailing for quite a while in that first half.
I cannot wait for Saturday night.
It's going to be a good game. Well, as it stands, Jorgy and I will continue to be looking up at Jerry.
That's right. One way or another, we'll be a little bit behind, or
now next
long
week,
over. Season, gentlemen.
Now next week, Iowa at Rutgers, Illinois, Indiana, Michigan State, USC, Maryland, Wisconsin, Purdue, Notre Dame, Michigan, Nebraska, Washington, Washington State.
Going to get tougher.
It gets a little tougher.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to next week. I'm looking forward to
so
these games.
To that point, if I could just be number nerd again, we were all pretty darn good until week 4 last year. Really, it took until week 5. Jorgy and I had a good week 5, but then our percentage slowly dropped during conference season
when the real game started.
It slowly dropped. We were right around like 86% when conference season started, and the winner last year was at 79% correct picks. So we dropped.
Gets tougher.
Yeah, we dropped a few whole percentage points.
It's going to get tougher.
So there you go. I do think that's going to be a good game, though, in the evening. And, yeah, the Ducks might get home in time to check out some ACC After Dark.
I don't.
He's Mike Jorgensen. He's
weird,
Jerry Allen. I'm Joey Mack. Final thoughts, guys. We've got some picks. Ducks at Northwestern coming up.
Well, it's the first road game, so that's always interesting. But we've seen the way that Dan Lanning and his coaching staff and his team leaders. And I think that's the key. Team leaders on this team have been really, really evident this year. So I think they take this 9 o'clock start, which is noon back there, or actually 11 back there, and just like, yeah, no big deal, and just play Oregon football. Doesn't matter who's across from you. Blocking assignments, run your routes, take care of business. That's it. Play football.
They've tasted what it's about to play like that, and I just think they're going to be hungry to play like that again. I can't wait to see them play on the road for the first time this year against Northwestern.
Jorgy, Jerry, I'm Joey. Scott hit Jerry in the head with the flag.
That's a replay. No,
he
don't.
Did it.
He's not telling you to do it.
He did it again.
You can always replay it later.
It took a few years to have it happen again, but here we are.
I didn't hear any noise this time though. Last time it sounded like
last time there was
like
a good
hollow, like a hollow,
yeah,
something.
Well, you got me as I was just coming down to almost hit me right in the face. I would have sued you.
Yeah, you better be. You better start being careful, Scott. Throwing that.
We actually upgraded the flags. They're not as heavy.
Okay.
That's why you didn't hear the
Thank you, good Lord, because I'd have had a concussion tonight.
Big
if it
lump.
Yeah.
And he caught the deflection too, didn't he?
That was nice. Thank you. That's an interception. Well done.
Oh man.
Didn't quite sound like that. This is a Friday of Duck Insider. That's all I've got for you.
Oh, my goodness. Scott, I just got to say, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Tremendous job. Good job. I had a way that I was going to, send it to break and close out the show. I don't remember what that is anymore. I wasn't prepared for the end of that segment, but that's picks, I guess. Seems like a pretty straightforward week of picks, but I don't know. I'm just glad you're not throwing the flag at me. That wasn't an invitation. That wasn't an invitation. All right, there's some more in Oregon athletics that we got to get to. We got to take care of before we close out for the weekend. So we got to get a timeout so I can compose myself, and then we'll come back on Duck Insider on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
At Shadow Hills Country Club, we're more than just an award-winning golf course and practice facility. Our events team offers all-inclusive event pricing that allows us to take care of all the details while you enjoy your event. Our indoor and outdoor venues offer you a wide variety of fully staffed options that put the focus on you. From weddings to business and social events, at Shadow Hills Country Club Events Center, you get the benefits of a resort atmosphere and amenities in a peaceful country setting, just minutes from downtown Eugene. Call for a tour today or visit shadowhillsevents.com.
Hey Duck fans, at Country Financial, they make insurance easy. Whether you're shopping for home, auto, or more, their representatives will take the time to understand your specific needs and explain what options work best for you. Worry less and feel more confident knowing you're covered. Visit countryfinancial.com to get started today. Experience more with Country Financial.
Auto and home insurance policies issued by Country Mutual Insurance Company, Country Preferred Insurance Company, and Country Casualty Insurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois.
Back to the Country Financial Studios in 60 seconds. This is Duck Insider from Learfield.
Man, I love my kids so much. I once sat for 3 hours in the cold rain to watch her soccer team lose by 18 goals.
I love my kids so much, I once used a tube to suck snot out of her stuffed nose at 3 a.m.
You win.
Love your kids? Love them enough to make sure they're in the right car seat. From toddlers to tweens, visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat to find the right seat for their age and size. Keep them safe. Visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
We're back inside the Country Financial Studio, closing out Duck Insider for the week. Ryan Milano here with you. Oregon volleyball, they are in action tonight, trying to avenge a loss yesterday, the first loss of the season. The Ducks are now 5-1 through Trent Kerson's first 6 games at the helm of Oregon volleyball. ESPN Plus at 7 o'clock is where you can watch the match between Oregon and Long Beach State. Also, for the Ducks, coming up this weekend, Oregon soccer on the road playing UCLA on Saturday. You can watch that one on Big Ten Plus at 6 o'clock p.m. as Oregon opens up conference play in Southern California. Over the last few days, Oregon lacrosse, the lacrosse staff has been hard at work. Their office is right across the hall from us. I can tell you they've been on the phone a lot, and they have been able to sign some new transfers into this program. 3 new transfers announced already for Oregon lacrosse going into next season, and who knows if it's going to stop there. Also, announced earlier today, Oregon softball has announced their fall schedule that will kick off version 8 under Coach Lombardi. It'll start with Oregon Tech on October 12th, then Southwestern Oregon also on the same day. It's a doubleheader. Another doubleheader on October 18th. Boise State followed up by Eastern Oregon, then Western Washington on October 19th. Western Oregon on October 22nd, and then closing out fall at the Jane is the inter-squad game on October 26th. Fall softball, whole lot of fun to just get out, watch what's going on at the Jane. A few new pieces on this team for Coach Lombardi, who, of course, made it to the Women's College World Series last season, trying to continue to improve upon a successful season in version 8. Got to tune up in the preseason. That's what fall ball really is all about. Another schedule has been released as well for the fall schedule for Oregon men's tennis. It'll start on September 20th through 27th at the ITA All-American Championships in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Then the Milwaukee Tennis Classic on September 25th through 27th in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, followed by a trip to Southern California on October 3rd through 5th at the San Diego Veterans Classic. The SoCal Intercollegiates follows that the next week in San Diego. Then the ITA Regionals on October 16th, followed by the Kramer Intercollegiate on October 31st to November 2nd. Then you get sectionals on November 6th through 9th, and the NCAA Championships 2 weeks after that. That's what's coming for Oregon men's tennis. And what's coming up this weekend, you got some volleyball, you got some soccer, and you got some football. Early morning wake up, 9 a.m. kick, 7 o'clock pregame on the Oregon Sports Network. See you then. Go Ducks.
When you're high, you feel different.
You got it.
You talk different, you draw different.
Will do.
But you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different,